Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? You're like, it's still early. I'll tell you later.
Alright. Keep it on red.
Okay. I won't be going anywhere for a while. Nope. Get the little field streaming mug. Nope. I'm going to the next one. What are these? Jungle Story. I'll take them. Maybe a good lot of them. Who knows? Let's see something up here. What do we have in here? Maybe that one will go. I don't know about that. You know what? We'll put it in the cart and we'll see. I don't know about the sumo wrestlers. Big dinosaur right there. Fisher Price dinosaurs. He's kind of cute. I'll put him in my cart. You can see what this little Fisher Price dinosaur is too. Then we'll put the dinosaurs in the cart. I'm in a dinosaur kind of mood. Oh, look at the size of these. These are some big squishmallows. Now, let's see what they priced them at, because that will determine whether or not I want them. So the Dalmatian is priced at, see, when they priced me at $10.99, I don't think I'm gonna get them. That's more than I want to spend on that. Got some toys and a Coleman lantern. We'll go over here and we'll check for stuff too. Here's a sumo wrestler mug. Sometimes I see the Starbucks ones here, but I don't. So I'm going to hit these last two carts over here. Okay. Well, we got a new football here. I'm not really sure what footballs go for nowadays, but I'll put it in and check. We have a Simon Swipe. I'm not familiar with those either. And I'll put that one back. We do have some what is this one? Flesh Pals. Huh. Pro training gloves. You know what? We'll look those up. Let's see what we got down here. Oh, Recruit Care Kit, Desert Boots. You know what? That might be worth something I might be able to use though. So, you know, I'm going to toss this in my cart because I do clean a lot of shoes. That looks like some kind of... What is this? Garner Neo. Pass on that. Yeah, check out some of the sportswear stuff because you just never know. What's this one? Disc here. It's a CD holder. Oh, here's an older one. Let's see who makes this pepper. Type of, it's a little bit older, but I think because of the size on that, I'm gonna pass. That's gonna be a hard box to put that together. Let's go look at shoes. This guy's kind of cute. Is he broken at all? Nope. He's just a TJ Maxxer. Here. I stopped at this earlier because I love the color of the inside, but I don't know necessarily who makes it. It could be a Vera Bradley. Let's start to see the jackets and stuff coming out now. We got a lot of them. The weather's starting to change, so let's go over here and look at the purses and stuff. Maybe we'll find something over here. Those are kind of nice. Who makes those? Nope. Find those. Nope. Oh, we got some Steelers tennis shoes. What about those? Who makes those? Those could be cleaned up pretty good too. They're size 11. Well, I'm gonna put those in the cart and look because they're not that dirty. They just need a little wipe down. So we'll put those in the cart. Those are in pretty rough shape. Oh, these are nice. You make those rocky. You know, we're gonna put these in the cart because these actually look brand new. So let's put those in the cart. Let's see what else we can find. I had somebody that collected sumo wrestlers. What is this? This is Canyon Sky. So it was a little loud in the Goodwill today. So I am going to do a voiceover. You know, we got flagged for music content in the background. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick voiceover for you. And I really would appreciate 50% of my watchers aren't subscribed. It would be great if you took the time to like and subscribe to my videos. I'd really appreciate it. So back to the video. You know, here we are. We're going through the wallets and the hats and the small purses. It doesn't look like I found anything. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the purses over here. I did end up taking that little purse. I can see it in the video, the little purse with the sandals on it, which you'll see in just a second. That was actually, I believe, a Sandra Roberts squared, and it was brand new with tags. Sometimes when I'm grabbing purses, I'm looking to see if they're leather, or if they're a good quality. You'll see me touching things a lot. I can tell right away if it's leather or heavy duty. This purse was really, really nice. It was in great shape. The reason I didn't end up taking it is because the resale on it was really low, even in great shape. So I decided to go ahead and I put that one back. I did go back for another look, and I saw this little purse, and it looked like it was one of those Aldo purses, which sometimes are really cute, but I just worried because it was fabric about the stains on it. So here you can go. Once again, you can see me kind of, checking the labels. Access, I believe, is a Kohl's label. I did end up taking this little purse that I grabbed right here, this sack purse, and it actually, it sold. So I listed it, and it sold within a day. I believe it sold for like $27.99. It was just a real quick sale. I had the coupon, so it probably only cost me $5-6. So those are always a good pickup when they sell right away. The dollar amount isn't always as important as making sure that you have sales, because a lot of small sales end up to be equaling to a big sale. So I focus just as much on a lot of the smaller sales as I do the big ones. This piece right here was a Joan and David. It was a toiletry bag. There were no comps on it, no solds. I kind of just thought that, well, it was kind of cheaply made, so I did end up putting that one back also. So I go ahead and sometimes I put things in the cart, but it did end up going back. And this was actually a leather Liz Claiborne purse. I did put this in the basket just so I could kind of check the price on it. I did end up putting it back. At some point, the video will cut back into the regular Goodwill video where the music wasn't quite so loud. So, thank you for staying with my voiceover. I might hold on to that and take a look. Let's see what else. I've got a few more things here. Some Jaclyn Smith. Okay. So I've grabbed a few things, and they haven't been very good quality. Of course, I say that, but it seems like today I've seen a lot of things that look like they're brand new. What does this one say? Miss Albright. That one looks a little worn. Okay, well, we're still we're almost down at the end of the bags, and then we'll take a look through the shoes. Here's another Kipling bag. This one's a more basic one. Let me see. Actually looks like it's in better condition than the one I found the other day. So I'm going to put this in, and we will look at that one. Got some backpack things here. Who makes this one? Whoop. Nope. No makers. I got a really nice bag here the other week that was kind of hidden back here. It was that Osgood Marley. What a great brand. Just really nice leather, really soft, excellent condition. That was a really great bag. I like this one too, and I've looked at it already. It is made in China, which means it's not going to be leather, but it really is a nice size and a nice detail. But it's hard to resell on bags that are like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. I've got some laptop bags here. Oh, and there's another made in China bag also too. They do look like they're new. This one's kind of an interesting Sonda Roberts squares. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take that just because it has some unique interest in it. It is brand new, so I'm gonna take that with me. Me personally, I can't carry a really small purse. I tend to accumulate too much stuff. So, but for some people, they really do like that. Sounds like a cart's coming out too. So. To keep our eyes on the carts when they come out. Now, who makes these? Those are nice, but I don't think they're in good enough shape. Seems like every time I come in, I do find a pair of Danskos. Oh, these Borns are really nice. You know what? I have a lot of luck with Borns, and these are very unique looking. So you know what? I do think I'm gonna, looks like they got some painter on it or something, but I think with a little polish that'll clean right up. So you know what? I probably will get these. Yeah, just a little cleanup on them. They're supposed to have that marble leather look, so I think that they're going to be fine, especially if you to give them a little coat of polish. I looked at these the other day and I thought they were really nice, but because they're that suede material, if I try to clean them and, like, let's say one area doesn't come very clean, then it ruins the whole look of the shoe. So I'm gonna stay away from that. If they were for me, then I would get them and I would clean them. It's not a big deal, but I don't want to get them and then make a mess of them and then they don't look very good.
All right, so once again, I am doing a little bit of a voiceover. The music content was loud in the background, so I wanted to go ahead and tell you what I'm looking at here. I did find a pair of Chacos. They were marked at $20, so they were more than I wanted to spend for a pair of shoes at the Goodwill. There wouldn't have been much resale on them, even though they were in great shape for $20. I just didn't pick those up. I put them back. So here we are in the shoes. Our Goodwill, they do keep it really nice. So there's lots of choices. So here I am in like the earth tone shoes. And as soon as I pick something up, I'll tell you a little bit about it. But if you could, please like and subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. So here we go. We're going to keep on walking through. I think on this day, I don't think I got a lot of shoes. Some days it's all shoes. Some days it's purses. I don't believe this day was one that I got a ton of different shoes, but I did get some very random things. And I think for me, the thing that was nice about today is I got a lot of things that were in really nice condition. So I didn't have to do a lot of work on things, which is always great. All right, so I can see that I'm looking at all the clogs and all the mules and those type of stuff. I was seeing a lot of Clarks, things like that, things that I really wasn't too interested in. I'm always looking for the Dansko or the Allegria. Those are some of the brands that I look for. I look for the Born. I look for the Bach. Some of the higher end brands like the Tory Burches. Being that we're coming into winter, I will spend a lot more time looking at boots, and cover, shoes that have, full toe on them so that you're not getting wet, things like that. At this time of year, that's definitely what I will start looking for. You know, different like snowshoes like the Sorels, or things that will be good for colder winter weather. Those I believe are actually a pair of Crocs. Crocs does make a line of shoes that aren't like the plastic ones. Every once in a while I will pick up their shoes also.
I find all the shoes, the ones that they haven't marked up yet, because once they mark them up, sometimes even with the coupon, they're not that great. So we're looking for the ones that haven't been marked up a lot. Okay. Been seeing a lot of this. This is the these are nice. Alright, see what else we can find. Universal threads. Okay, so we're not going to get memory phones. And clients, those are nice, but the metal's a little tarnished on that. Comfort View. Ranger and Geller. Okay. What about these down here? New Direction. No, those are. I like the colors on them though. These softs are really nice. And it doesn't look like they've been marked up, so you know what? Maybe we will put these in the cart. Keep going on to the last aisle. I don't think I'm going to spend a lot of time here today. I think it's going to be a pretty quick trip in and out. So that means I have time to hit another store. Let's check over here and see if they put anything up good. Any Eddie Bauer or sling bags or simple function with the flamingos. I do like the Pokemon backpack. I always like the Pokemon. But this looks like it's got some wear in it. And the kids stuff, they're always harder on it. If I don't see a date, I don't think it's an old one. I think it's probably a very inexpensive one, so I'm gonna leave that right there. I got some bags right here. I got the Gola. What is that one? Turkish. Okay, so none of those are gonna work for me. Alright, so I'm gonna turn you off for a minute and figure out what I'm gonna get. Alright. right, I want to do a quick recap of everything I got today. I spent, and I've already forgotten what I spent. Hold on, I know I have a receipt around here somewhere. Yep, I sure do. Okay, so I spent today $77.80. So this is what I got. I got this brand new in box Black Series Sumo Wrestling King. I just thought it was kind of fun, and you know, with Christmas coming up, it's kind of one of those novelty type of things, so I did pick that up. I got a desk lamp, a stained glass desk lamp. That will probably go to my antique booth. I always pick up things like that. They always sell really well for me. I also got a few pairs of shoes. I got a pair of Bach women's like clog mules. I got a pair of soft ones also. I got a pair of these Rocky boots right here. I'm pretty sure those are like brand new. So I got the Rocky boots. I got another pair of Bach like Mary Janes, like a distressed brown leather. They're actually really cute. I got a light pebbled blue the sack purse. When these are cheap, I'll pick them up. They do sell. It's a nice color. I also got the actual 1967 vintage Kerplunk, and it has the pieces, and it also has the cat eye marbles in it. So if you ever find this game, the one with the cat eye marbles in it is worth more. So it does have the cat eye marbles in it, and I opened it and I checked. And then I got my little Bumble, and he's brand new. He does need a little wipe down. He's got a little dirt on him, but you know, I do love my Rudolph cartoons, my claymation type of cartoons. So I did get him. I also got a I believe it's Sandra Roberts squared. Cute little crossbody bag, very unique, got a little leopard print sandals on it, so I did grab that too. In the back I got an Acros Mill organizer. It's a 50 drawer organizer. It's one of the old school ones. It's metal. You know, it's a really good quality. Yes, I'll probably clean off the little drawers, you know, the little sticky stuff, or I might not, who knows, it could go either way. I'll decide that when I get home, but it's actually in really good shape, paint's good. So anytime I find these organizers, they're pretty good. A 50 drawer organizer I would expect to sell from anywhere from $50 to $60 plus the shipping. So not a bad buy. I did have a coupon, so a lot of my things are going to be 20% less than ticketed because of the coupon. So that does sometimes make help me make a decision on what I'm going to get. So that's what I've got today. So for my first thrift store, thanks for coming.